Welcome to the final edition of the LL Football Roundtable, brought to you by Auto House of Lancaster for 2023. My name is Mike Gross, Jason Barrente, Jeff Reinhardt. We're going to kind of wrap up the season, which is, at least for our teams, is over now. And state finals coming this weekend at Cumberland Valley High School, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 6 games. Let me just say, St. Joe's Prep is going to win.
Good prediction.
Figure,
Way to step out on the ledge.
Yeah, I'll go out on the limb and say that. St. Joe's Prep is going to win. Rhines, we did have Cocalico in the series last week, and a tough loss, 14-9 to Peters Township, who will play for the 5A title against Imhotep. You probably have heard that name if you've been paying attention over the years.
Yeah, probably.
For the 5A title.
You gotta feel for Cocalico here a little bit. First of all, they get the turnover. Peters Township's just trying to run out the clock.
It's a 14-9 game.
14-9 game. Peters just wants to get like one more first down. Cocalico gets a fumble. First and goal at the 7. Time running out, minute 39, something like that. 4 plays to get a touchdown. Meyer kind of took a sack on first down, no gain. Dane Horning, back-to-back carries, gets it to about the 3, 2.5, 3. All the marbles on the line. Last play, 4th and goal, time running out. Toss to Horning, and good for him. He was about to get swarmed. Peters Township played really good rush defense.
How much time was left on when this play happened, roughly?
39-ish seconds, somewhere in there. Not a lot. And Horning's about to get swarmed, and he heads up play. He laterals it to Dane Bollinger, who's kind of coming around the other way. And from up top, you see Green. And I was like, he's going to score. Cocalico's going to win at the buzzer. Oh, my gosh. Peters Township kind of sniffed it out, saw him going the other way, and they ran him down a couple yards short. So
this was a defensive struggle, and Peters Township defended this tremendous.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to, right?
Yeah.
9 points. Who holds Cocalico to 9 points?
Yeah, and they only had like 100 yards. They really couldn't rush the ball. I think the bummer thing, and there's nothing you can do about this. Nothing. Peters, when they got their go-ahead touchdown, it was a touchdown pass, like in the corner. Real nice play. And from up top, I was like, no way. He was not in bounds. So after the game, we're kind of milling around, and the local TV station was there, Blue Ridge was there, and they came down right away and said he wasn't in. That's no catch. But it's high school. There's no replays.
No challenge flag?
No challenge
No
flag.
challenge flag.
They said they played it 1,000,000 times on the air and no foot down. So that's kind of a bummer. But
what was his down and distance at that time?
I don't know.
And where were they on the field?
Like the 14, 15, and that kid, nice throw. Kid made a nice catch. And right away, I said to the guy next to me, I said, "That's incomplete. That's not a catch." And the guy goes, "Touchdown." I was like, I don't know about that. But, whatever. It is what it is. And then not getting in on first and goal at the 7, that's going to sting a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. Another unbelievable season for Cocalico.
Definitely.
State semifinals is pretty
Back-to-back
darn good.
years. Back-to-back years.
Especially in 5A. And then our other LL team was Wyomissing.
YO.
Which we were a little bit dubious about this Northwestern Lehigh outfit.
Yeah.
But I guess they're legitimate. They scored 33 against, Wyomissing's defense. So
they had
credit.
They had a big second half. YO led 17-7, I think, and then Northwestern Lehigh came all the way back. I think I wrote this in my season ender, but it's pretty cool now seeing YO in the league and having them rep LL. I mean, they're a treat.
33-24 was the final, I believe, in that game.
Yep.
And Northwestern Lehigh goes on to play Bell Vernon, which has been pretty dominant in their run through the state playoffs. That's for the state title. Again, this weekend at Cumberland Valley. St. Joe's Prep in their 3 state playoff games, 143-21.
It's all right. They gave up 21?
They gave up 21 to one in one game. The other 2 games were shutouts.
Wow.
Yikes.
Yeah, did you see the North Allegheny coach had some comments? I guess they asked him after they won in the semis, what do you think of St. Joe's Prep? And he said, well, we don't have any kids from out of state playing on our team.
They always find a way to work that in, especially the guys from the Whitfield. Out west, especially them.
Oh, yeah.
They always find a way to work that in, and understandable.
He said, how can it be a true state championship? He said, we're playing for the Pennsylvania State Championship, but they have kids who don't live in Pennsylvania. How is that fair? So, I don't know. We'll see.
There you go.
Go get them NA.
Okay, well, it was a good year for this sport in our league.
Oh, yeah.
So let's just go back and talk a little bit about things that we're going to remember from this year. Players of the year, games of the year, accomplishments of the year. Jason.
My first thought is how many programs became a different level this
Yeah.
year.
Oh, yeah.
Ephrata making a district
That's a good
final.
call.
Garden Spot had great back-to-back seasons. Twin Valley never at this
Wow,
level before. CV wins a playoff game. Conestoga Valley first time since 09.
Schuylkill Valley winning.
Schuylkill Valley's
would be
back.
another one.
And even Cocalico was this close. They've never been to a state championship game. They almost reached a new level. That's what I'll think about, and just how many programs elevated themselves and whether that continues. Are we going to start seeing a new effort? And I think about the coaches that built these things, like Chris Miller, and all the losses you had to take before you get to that level, and now he finally breaks through. And then you think about a program like Cocalico, where they always seem to have the next coach, right? It goes from Gingrich, and now there's Brian Stroll, and they just win and win and win, and other programs try to build that. So it was just kind of interesting to see all of those teams break through.
The Cocalico's like the Steelers. They don't have a lot of that smooth succession and win and win and win with the coaches and everything. Yeah, that's true. And again, it's high school sports. Is it cyclical or is this a real thing? That's what you're saying. There was a lot of that. There was a lot of brand names.
Yes.
YO, Manheim Central, Township, I would say, is a brand name.
Yeah.
And then there was a lot of what Jason said. Yeah.
Yeah, 5A gets really crowded next year. Cocalico, Manheim Central, and Bishop McDevitt.
Yeah.
5A is going to be a
Bishop
wow.
McDevitt, which lost, by the way,
They did
in the
lose.
state semis. Yeah.
to
When
Dallas.
you say St. Joe's Prep will win it all, my first thought was everyone thought McDevitt would win it all, and they almost went down to Manheim, and then they did go down to Dallas.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure.
Got to play the game.
That's true, but
It's a different level.
St. Joe's Prep is going to win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Manheim Township, I thought, was if not the story, one of the stories of the year. 12-0, rumbled through everybody, and a gut wrencher loss to Harrisburg in that game. Hayden Johnson, stat time. Hayden Johnson, 49 touchdowns, no picks.
That's pretty good.
That's
solid.
That's amazing. He may have had the best quarterback season in LL history.
You hate to say something will never happen again, but that's hard to imagine.
Yeah.
49 touchdowns and no
No
interceptions.
picks.
That's unbelievable.
I mean, with ample attempts, almost 300.
At the 6A level against a rock solid
right.
schedule.
Yeah,
right.
and with athletes and DBs and DNs who were on his back all night. He went to the 5,000-yard passing club. Sam McCracken from Ephrata, 5,000 passing yards. Zach Hahn from Manheim Central, who was really good too. 39 touchdowns, 4 picks. A lot of great quarterbacks right now. He also went over 5,000 yards. And probably one of my favorite stats of the year were the 2 receivers, Kennel and Ennerline. Kennel, 25 touchdown catches, which is amazing. Ennerline, 80 catches, 1,500 yards, 25 touchdowns. Amazing.
The 2 guys, well, actually 4 guys who, just in terms of crazy numbers, to me from this year were those 2 wide receivers that you just mentioned, and Johnson and Jake Williams.
Jake, from
Elko. Yeah, the running back from Elko. You're not going to see in this era of football with the people throwing the ball, the game in space. You're not going to see guys get 150 tackles anymore. You're not going to see that middle linebacker who just is like Dick Butkus used to be and is in the middle of every play. That's gone. But there are guys that put up numbers in the passing game, particularly in the passing game, that just don't make any sense.
No, not at all. Jake
Williams,
2,401 rushing yards, and he missed a game.
He missed a game, and brand new, all 5 new starters on the offensive line, and playing against YO and et cetera.
Yeah, really good schedule for Elko. Elko was a great story, winning a district game, and they must be mentioned. I thought the other oddity this year was the section ties. 2 sections had 3 teams share championships. You don't see that very much.
Yeah, you don't see it very much, but it's going to happen. I mean, the way the league is set up, it's almost inevitable. It's going to happen once in a while. But yeah, that's unusual.
Yeah, a little bit.
All
Great,
right.
great year. Just it was fun to chronicle. A lot of great teams, a lot of fun stories. Ephrata was just
Ephrata was
wow.
special. That
Just
was
to
really
see what they did after what they went through was really neat to get to see their kids celebrate and smile. And
So that guy is my coach of the year, Chris Miller.
yeah, I mean, all the awards were 10 games,
Yeah.
but if we go full season here now, what Miller did there, I mean, that's
Absolutely.
tip of the cap. That's pretty amazing. Fun season, really fun.
Next week, hoops. We'll be all over it. But, more of the same kind of stuff. The 3 of us doing what we do. That'll be next week. This has been the LL Football Roundtable brought to you by Auto House of Lancaster. For Jason and Jeff, I'm Mike. See you later.